Howdy there, folks. Welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. So, we just finished battling Brawly, and we got our second gym badge. So, we're not quite done in Dewford, though, because we have to go and deliver a letter to some person named Steven. But first, a battle! You know, I'm no fisherman, so I don't know, but I would assume that if they were fishing and they really had to go, they'd probably just go in the water or something. I don't know. I seriously don't know. Anyway, as much as I hate the move Nature Power, I think I've mentioned that before, I don't like Nature Power. But when you're on the beach, like in the sand and on the beach and whatnot, it turns into fucking Earthquake, which is freaking amazing. This is like the earliest that you could possibly get such a powerful move. Unfortunately, it's only on the beach. Maybe in the desert, I don't remember, because I don't have Nature Power come desert time. But I'm jumping ahead. Huzzah! But yeah, so Nature Power is a great way to take out Tentacruel if you are using a similar type of setup as I am, which I have no idea why. You'd probably use your starter. But anywho, we're now in Granite Cave, the place that we need the HM number 5 Flash. Fortunately, this hiker guy gives us Flash, though a little oversight on my part means that we don't really get to use it, so unfortunately I have to go through without Flash. See, I was under the impression that Torchic could learn Flash, because, you know, it's a fire type. I assumed, why not? Why wouldn't it be able to learn Flash? And so, yeah, I tried teaching Flash to Torchic, but nope, it's not able to learn it. And I could teach it to Martini, but Flash is such a terrible move, I just don't want to do that. Oh, hey, we found an escape rope. Might want to hold on to that for some point in the future. But, yeah. Luckily, unlike Gen 1 and 2, you can still see to a minor extent, and I mean ever so minor. Like, I have no way of telling you guys how to go through this place other than hug the wall and go right, then go left after you take the ladder. Again, keep hugging the walls. Once you get up here, then you want to head to the right. You go up here and you'll find an Everstone, and Everstone being a fantastic hold item if you're trying to not let your Pokemon evolve, which, you know, if you want to move or something. Anyway, you take that ladder, and then you take this one, and boom, you're through. That's the best I can think of to describe it off the top of my head. It's really not that hard to get through here. But anywho, my name is Steven. I'm interested in rare stones, so I travel here and there. Oh, a letter for me? Huzzah! So we found Steven, and we gave him a letter. Okay, thanks. You went to all this trouble to deliver that. I need to thank you. I know, I'll give you this TM. It contains my favorite move, Steel Wing. Yes, this is my favorite, this is actually my favorite Steel-type move in Gen 3, and Gen 2 as well. Steel Wing, it's fantastic. I like Metal Claw as well, but it's not as powerful. But, you know, more Steel-type Pokemon can learn it. One of the big problems Steel-type Pokemon moves have in Gen 3 is that their accuracy is absolute shit, which is why I like Steel Wing so much. It's 70 power, 90 accuracy, it's pretty fantastic. Plus it has a chance of raising your defense, which is always nice. And luckily, Pina Colada can learn Steel Wing, which is great because it's some type coverage, you know? But anywho, that's all we had to do. We're ready to leave Dewford Town. You jump down those rails, and then you're able to leave, no problemo. So you don't really need Flash to get through here, as I showed. You just hug the wall and do your best to go in the opposite direction from where you start out. It's very simple to get through without Flash. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. Damn it, Elliot. I'm literally like 20 feet from you. Do you have to call me? Anywho, with that, let's now make our way to Slate Port. Because we need to find Captain Stern? Is it Captain Stern? I don't remember. As you can tell from going on this boat and riding through here, there's an awful lot of shit in that along that route, and we'll be coming back later to see it. For now, though, there are a lot of trainer battles. Oh, hey, thanks! So we just were given the soft sand, a hold item which raises the power of ground type moves, which means Earthquake's power is increased, which is pretty fantastic. Unfortunately, we've seen most of the Pokemon here on this beach, so what are you gonna do, you know? Indeed it will. Does anyone remember that episode of the cartoon/anime, whatever you want to call it, where where all those Grimer are just trying to wreak havoc and whatnot because the city keeps polluting the water or something like that? It's pretty amusing. But yeah, keep your water clean, folks, I guess. Anywho, we finally get to see some new Pokemon. This is Azurill. This is the baby form, or the baby Pokemon evolution, whatever you want to call it, of the Pokemon Marill, as you can probably guess. And I bet you're wondering, well, Marill and Azumarill are water types, why aren't you using your grass type attack? Well, because Azurill's a little bit of a strange baby Pokemon in that in Gen 3 all the way up to Gen 5, it's not water type, it's only normal type, and then it evolves and it becomes a water type. This is an odd thing, like, I'm trying to think, and off the top of my head, I don't think any other baby Pokemon are like that, where they go from being a completely different type to being, again, a completely different type. I'm a little redundant today, forgive me. But yeah, it's a little odd. Azurill itself is also pretty odd, because if you're just breeding a Marill normally, you're not going to get an Azurill. You got to actually go out of your way. Oh, shit. Excuse me. Anywho, we're going to head into the Seaside Cottage, was it? I forget. Anywho. Yeah! She knows what she's talking about. Fiery hot battles. Her hair is a completely different color from what it was a few seconds ago. Anywho, it's Goldeen. We haven't seen a Goldeen yet, but what are you going to do? It's a Goldeen. Huzzah. Damn right I'm hot. Oh wait, she said that. Never mind. Seashore House, that's it. House. Seashore House. Anywho, neither of these other two trainers have Pokemon that we haven't seen yet, so, yeah. Anywho, after you defeat all the trainers in this house, this guy is more than happy to give you half a dozen Soda Pop. Yeah, he gives us a 6-pack, fucking right. And I'm actually going to be buying quite a few sodas from him because, well, they're cheap. Yeah, a bajillion bottles of soda later, it seems. Anywho, let's move on. We're almost at Slate Port, folks, which is, it's not that big of a city, but it is a fun one. Welcome! How may I serve you? So this guy sells dolls. Dolls, are used similarly to how they were in Gen 2, but we'll learn a little more about them, later on down the road. And that, what I mean is, we'll learn, like, where you can use them, because you don't set them up in your room, I don't think. Maybe you can, I don't remember, but no, I remember, being able to set them up in places called secret bases, which we'll learn about those later. This guy sells drugs! Fuck yeah! I think that girl gives us the TM return. I could be wrong. I keep going back to her and I never get it, so I don't know. Yes, I do know the TM secret power, which is actually a pretty decent move as far as just default moves go, but again, we'll see more of it later. Huzzah! Huzzah! And this lady gives us the berry powder jar. And they apparently installed machines at Pokemon centers that lets us grind berries into powders. Something I never do. Hey, pirates! Well, let's wait in line. What are we gonna see, guys? Ha ha ha! He should have brought his Game Boy Advance. Ha ha ha! Yes, I see it's a line. There's an empty spot, though. Come on. Pokemon Fan Club. Ah, what the hell? Let's have a look. Ahem. Oh, I'm going through this too fast for me to read. I'm sorry, folks. Oh, he's just talking about Pokemon contests. It's a fun little side game thing that you can do in Gen 3. It's actually pretty fun. Maybe I'll show that off later. I don't remember off the top of my head. There's the Name Rater's house. You can go there to change your Pokemon's name. Which is always swell. And here is the battle tent. Oy. The battle tent is, they're special conditioned battles. Like, for example, this one, you pick 3 Pokemon from a list of 6, and each trainer you defeat, you get to swap out one of your 6 Pokemon that you chose for one of theirs. You have to go through, I believe it's 3 or 4 battles. It takes for fucking ever, though, folks. I mean, for fucking ever. But yes, you get to choose between 6 Pokemon. You can look at them. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think. Oh, no. When you're picking the 6, you can look at their nature, their abilities, their hold items, stuff like that. Decide which ones are most worthwhile. Usually, the choices are pretty obvious. Such as this Machoke here, even though it's got a shit nature, which really hinders it. You know, yeah, it's pretty easy to figure out which ones you should get. So you pick the 3 that you want to use, and then you go through really long and drawn-out battles. So, folks, I actually go through the whole battle tent here, and it takes a good 15 minutes. So I'm actually going to be speeding it up. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this song from Pokemon Battle Revolutions. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Also, she's weird. Alrighty, Roo. So, after you've beaten 3 straight matches, they save your event results, whatever, but they do give you a full heal. You can get various prizes. There are actually a lot of different battle tents throughout the game. Emerald. These are an Emerald exclusive thing, but there are a lot of battle tents, each one with a different battle gimmick. Huh. Anyway, so I'm not gonna be showing any more of them off, but they are fun to explore, and you do get prizes. It just takes a fucking eternity to get through it all. Anyway, we can actually gain access to our third Pokemon, our third teammate, if you will, which is fantastic. It's super swell. But first, let's talk to the pirates. Evidently, there are a bunch of newbies getting ready to storm Slate Port. But anywho, folks, I run around for a few minutes. Until I find our third teammate, Minen. Let's see if I can capture it. So yes, I got stuck with a Minen as a teammate. How is that for shitty? Believe it or not, though, this is nowhere near the worst. And actually, speaking of that, I found out through this playthrough that Minen and, I'm assuming Plusle, because they're more or less the same fucking thing. They're actually not terrible Pokemon. Not by any means. There are far worse Pokemon out there. These guys aren't too bad. 1, 2, 3, huzzah! And with that, folks, we have captured our third teammate, Minen. Come on, let's move it along. What the hell? Come on. There we go. So, I'm going to go ahead and nickname Minen Margarita, because I fucking love margaritas. They're delicious. And if you haven't tried one yet, well, if you're underage, then, oh, I'm sorry, margarita. Anyway, if you haven't tried one yet, well, you're missing out, unless you're underage, in which case, I'm kidding. Anywho, though, folks, I'm going to be grinding margarita up to the same level as Lombre, or Martini, and Pina Colada, and, off-screen. So, folks, I'll see you all in Part 7.